Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. Shout out to the baby mamas. Baby mamas? Mamas. Yeah, man. Hate to have to double back. But you know how we do. Welcome to the survivals. Welcome to the resistance. Where we resist. You know? We dare not to be humans. Dare not to do the human thing. So, ladies, mind if I talk to my brothers right quick? Try to figure out what's going on, because this is one to grow on. This is one to grow on. It's definitely affecting my man, young Otten, terribly. That nigga said he's done. He quit. It's definitely hard to live on camera, to live on TV. You know, to be growing and experiencing life on TV. But I think that this situation is really dope for everybody to see. You know, this is some real life shit. Like, unfortunately, you know, she play by play the whole thing, right? She filmed the whole shit. Unfortunately, she gave us the whole insight into, and she gave us the cops. Bad boy. You know what I mean? You know how you get the whole inside. She gave us that, and what we got to see is a woman that's willing to throw it all away to be right. You know, like, that was crazy. Like, she was like sometimes niggas, you gotta understand that shit. You could be as logical. I tell you all, the difference between men and women is that it's a big difference. You could be logical. You can make all the sense in the world, but she is not going to be logical. She's willing to throw it all away. She can do bad all by herself. That's a terrible fucking mindset. A terrible mindset. You know, like, women can't. They can't even. You can't even allow yourself to think like that. Like the police are the enemy, dog. You don't call the police. And it's funny because, again, like, you know, like, again, I hate to say people are liars, but, you know, Shorty's a liar, man. Like, she got to work on that. You got to work on that, Golden. And, like, being like women, like, we allow women to be manipulative. That's a trait. They have to learn how to be manipulative to men, right? So I guess when they don't get their way, then it's like, well, shit, I'm gonna show you how manipulative I could really be, nigga. You ain't gonna let me manipulate you. I'm gonna manipulate the police. Police? Oh my god. Cause she was sure talking about the cracker this and the white man that. But then when the cops came, the white cops came, she ain't call a girl cracking it. And that's the fucked up part. You'll be like, no, why I'm gonna call these motherfuckers a cracker? Because when the white man come, you're not gonna call him a cracker in front of him. So let's just call him the white man. You know what I mean? But it's a whole lot of crack. There's a whole lot of other shit on camera. Yeah, it's the sad baby mama play. And, like, one of the reasons why I'm addressing it is because it's like the women are so quick to give another woman a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, for just being, like, you know, lying and manipulative. Like that young lady told that cop 3 or 4 reasons why she came there. She came there to get the kids, but then she came there to get her stuff. She just want to get her stuff. She ain't do nothing but want to get her stuff. What about the kids? You come to get the kids? No, I had to get my stuff from school. Okay, did you go to school first and then come get the kids? Like, what the fuck? If you went to school first, why you need the stuff from school? You would have got it before school. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna sit there and wait for the cops to come so you can lie to these niggas and shit. And here's the sad part. Here's, here's the sad part. He said that part. But here's the sad part though. Hold up, my bad. He said that part. That's funny. But here's the sad part. The sad part is that it's like a woman will sit there and call the police for a lie. Now what if he get arrested? Like, see, this is the fucked up part. Like why some niggas gotta come out and say something for this shit. Because if he would have got arrested, right? We would like we all could see that this shit is fugazi. I mean, just by her telling multiple stories. But this is a racist ass fucking world and shit. The white man is supposed to be the devil. What the fuck? So anytime they get a chance to kidnap a nigga, that's what they want to do. So cool. Maybe they didn't do it because they seen her recording this shit. They like, oh yeah, this shit don't make no sense. There's people at home that's gonna see that this some bullshit. So if we do something to this nigga, everybody gonna know that we doing some bullshit. That's probably the only thing that saved the nigga, and probably having some witnesses. But like, she's willing to lie. Like some of these women are willing to lie and just go deeper and deeper into the lie. And like the point I'm trying to make, even worse point I'm trying to make is, fuck if he got arrested, because that's terrible. But if she got arrested, what if she would have got arrested for a false report or just lying or just really probably like, because she's showing like her hands and shit. Look like you was punching the nigga in the face. Look like you was punching him or punching something. Or grabbing something, throwing something, like it's in your hand. It ain't like no defense, ain't like your arms and shit. But hypothetically though, what if she get arrested? Like it's some fucked up shit. Like you get arrested and I gotta bail you out. Like I gotta bail you out. I gotta pay for your lawyer. I gotta do all this shit when you get arrested because you the baby mama and shit. You ain't got no money like that. You out here, you struggling. We working together as a team, right? Nope. Fuck this shit. She got in the car, was like, and the nigga going, and I know what he gonna do. I know he gonna act like he gonna cut me off. I know that's what he gonna do. That was the saddest part. When she said that shit, she got in the car, she was riding away after she lied and all this shit. Like every time, like if you play poker, people got tails. So anyway, I'm not trying to analyze her particularly, but I'm just saying like it's a sad case. Like you gotta be double, triple on point in this war, in this gender war. Because she will stand there, wait for the cops to come and lie. Yeah, I mean, like it was. I mean, like you can sit here and wait for the police. Like what do you want to do? Like why would you want to involve the enemy? Why would you want to involve the police? The nigga was like, we didn't call the cops. She was like, no, I did. Like, god damn, you did? The nigga said, I did, and waited for the cops to come. Like if he didn't have the niggas in his house, he might have got arrested. Then she had to put the phone down when she was telling the cops the story because she was lying. She told so many different stories, so she had to put the phone down. Like that was crazy. It's poor kids, man. It's like the mentality of people. Like we got to get out this mentality. You could do bad by yourself. Like we need to fuck around and let people know. Like, listen, dog. I mean, definitely don't put your hands on and all that shit. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Like sometimes you gotta leave people alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta be more mannish, pop your collarish, man. For real, like stop like just having babies and shit with anybody. And once you do, you gotta learn how to set fires and shit. Cause she's a firecracker. Firecracker. Wow, mad the whole time. Like the whole story don't make sense. The nigga let you in the house to get the kids. Why don't you just call and say I'm pulling up? Bring me the kids. Why somebody gotta let you in? It's like you sneaking in the houses type of shit. Like looking for some shit. And then I heard a girl like she did the and I like this girl too. I'm not gonna dip on her, but she was doing a kind of review of the situation, and then she said, I don't want to hate. I'm not hating, but she's saying tomorrow she got to go to court for some shit against her baby daddy too, and the nigga want a restraining order on her too. But she ain't tripping because she ain't in the state. Like, get the fuck, y'all niggas. Like, this is like, so you gonna look at her like she is on point. She the shit. But this nigga about to trying to get an order of protection against you too. And I like you. I like all you. I'm not mad at y'all. But I need to let my niggas know what we up against. This is a motherfucking war. This is a psyche war. Like, you gotta really start knowing motherfuckers mentally. Cause niggas will be like you start letting motherfuckers lie to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like the niggas just like you gotta peep this shit. Like, if you dating a girl that lied to her parents, it's not about you no more. It's about period. She don't respect nobody. She got lied to her parents about everything. She don't respect them. You a grown man. You an adult. You're not lying to your parents. They just gonna be mad. Fuck it. But you don't respect them niggas. So if you don't respect your parents, it's gonna be hard for you to respect anybody. If you gotta manipulate, you know, your family, then you used to manipulation. You're a master manipulator. And I get it. That's what women have to be at a certain degree. But when you want to get your motherfucking folks through under the jail, under the bus, bringing out the paperwork, you got the kids screaming and crying. You know, put the kid on the ground. The officer was like, "Yeah, you put the kid in the car." I'm sitting like, "Why are you holding this nigga the whole time? Why don't you just let her in the back seat? You just sitting there. The shit be so dramatic, like." And I know these girls is like eating this shit up. They're like, unfortunately, the women are not good fucking role models. The women are not good reinforcement. This girl making a video like, yeah, these niggas ain't shit. Your baby daddy like, man, look, just keep her away from me. I don't want no problems. And like I said, the saddest thing about her shit was because she said, yeah, I know he's going to cut me off. Like, what? What would you expect him to do? Well, because again, if you get arrested, he's going to have to pay to bail you out. Obviously, by what you just said. And it's like, you like I'm telling y'all about women and pets, nigga. You have to reinforce the shit. You have to train these niggas with certain levels and certain shit. If niggas ain't doing the right thing, you have to show the right thing. But if the average nigga trying to get a motherfucking restraining order against his baby mama, this is going on out here, and these girls is conscious. All of these women that niggas got restraining orders against is conscious. And then she said some other shit that was super wild. Like, how do you like she tried to throw it on the niggas. Like, yeah, like, nigga, you got all these baby mamas and shit, and none of these niggas like you, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. It can't be the baby mamas, it gotta be the nigga. But us niggas is like, nah, it's just a certain type of niggas that's out here dirty dicking and shit. Everybody ain't out here dirty dicking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here ain't just sticking a dick in any motherfucking twat. Not to say that this is the case, but I'm just to say, like, some niggas I know just don't like condoms. Whatever you do, don't fuck after these niggas. Don't even don't even smoke after these niggas. You know, like, and they the niggas that got mad kids, not the regular nigga, not the nigga that you want. You just happy to, like, women just happy to get babies. I ain't mad at that, but like I say, don't get mad at what you had to do. You got the nigga drunk. It was some smut shit. The nigga is the smut. He don't wear condoms. And now y'all mad at all men because the average nigga ain't doing that shit. It's wrapping up in your dumb ass. And not to say the gods and the goddesses, I'm just saying, like, the regular folks, this is what you're dealing with. A motherfucker that know that you feeding them, know that you, like, know that you could cut them the fuck off and still don't care. I don't care. So what? You said that. She said, I know he gonna cut me off. He think that's what he gonna do. I mean, It's sad to say that that's even a possibility, that it's not a definite, that she don't even think is a definite, that is something that she could even think about. Like you should we lost in the world. I feel bad for the nigga. We lost in the world. Like if you can't like if you can't have the family structure in your mind, like that's why this is a teaching lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can't have a motherfucker give you the world and then be willing to do bad by yourself. Well, we wasn't doing bad. You call the cops, I gotta go to jail. Now I gotta go to court. I just 5,000-10,000 on a lawyer. Now we doing a little worse. We doing bad now. What the fuck? Like it's a terrible situation and shit. And it's just like, baby mamas, we gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop this. Like this ain't team ball. This ain't team ball. Like we gotta get back into the mind where niggas can live together. Like niggas could to be together but be apart. True, I put that on the niggas. That's why I'm having a conversation with the niggas. But we gotta understand, like sometimes you might gotta argue with your baby mama. Cause some of these chicks is fire signs. They need to exalt. They need to motherfucking to blow a gasket sometimes. Shit, make that shit about lunch or dinner. Don't make that shit about nothing serious. But some of this shit, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to like be motherfucking Smokey the Bear, nigga. You're gonna have to set forest fires intentionally just so you can burn this shit out. With your baby mama, not with the new chick. With the new chick, you're gonna have to, okay, listen, we not fire starters, we're not doing none of that shit. This is my job. I've already taken on this responsibility. Whoopty whoop. She likes that's how she communicates. She not really arguing. She just communicating. When she arguing, she calling the cops. We'll know when she arguing. And she breaking shit, right? So you want to avoid all that shit. But that's like I'm telling you, like everybody had chicks that, like I said, that don't know how to fucking communicate. Only like to have sex when they arguing. As soon as they argue, they get horny and shit. And that shit spills over. Because now you don't want to, it's like you don't want to fucking have sex and fight. So now you a pussy. You weak. You a bitch. You know what I mean? You everything until the cops come and shit. Like what the fuck? I'm all that shit until the cops come. Like this is a terrible situation, man. Like it's a real bad situation. It's what happens every day. It's the it's the symptom of the war, man. It's what we need to avoid out here. And it's like, how do you avoid a situation where, admittedly, a nigga could cut you off, but admittedly you don't give a fuck about it. You rather see this nigga in jail and in chains. You know, like so again, like I say, the solution to this whole thing is you have to learn how to live apart. You have to learn how to set fires. Like some of this shit is going to happen. It's just personalities. It's just experiences. It's the people that we've been through. Like if you're a healer, you have to deal with healing. Yeah, I mean you have to deal with sick people. You know, like women, unfortunately, have to be manipulative. I explained this to you. You know what I mean? They are what you call the weaker sex, right? So you're not going to use your brute force. You're going to use your mind, mental manipulation, mental polation. So it's a hard thing when you don't get what you want. When a person starts telling you no 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 whatever, and you can't manipulate a nigga, that shit'll drive you crazy. So it's like the man has to learn how to manipulate the manipulator. Like it's like riding a horse, my nigga. The shit is like riding a horse because I'm trying to tell you, I hate to be that graphic, but is that hard? Like she don't like, you know what I mean? Like any given time, she gonna buck. She gonna be wild at any given time. She gonna go back into her spoiled state, into her childlike state, to that baby princess. You know? Because I mean, like again, this is such a good case because again, these are spiritual people. Like you see the boy, he's standing on his deed and shit. Like thank God ain't nothing happened to a nigga. He's staying true, right? Peace to the gods. But it's like God, like you would fuck around and then be conscious and then be sit talking about the ancestors, like the next line, but be waiting for the cops. Why not wait for the ancestors to get him? No, we gonna let the cops get him. We gonna let the crackers and all this shit you was just saying. Like this shit is terrible. This shit is terrible. Like this shit. Unfortunately, this is the shit that we need to talk about. This is the shit we need to shame. We need to shame this shit. For real. We need to shame this shit. We need to salute the nigga for not putting his hands on her, not dragging her down her. Like her hair would be all on the fucking ground if that nigga was dragging her by her. She would have tons of it to show, and she would have shit under her nails, like skin. You know, like, and it might have took some force to get her out of there if you breaking shit up. But the point being is that we can't just be letting us. Like my nigga just said, he went through the same shit, and he said that in the chat. We just can't be letting us go through this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We just can't let us go through the dumb shit. Every time a nigga could achieve a little piece of something, it's sad. Oh, he gonna cut me off. Well, baby, you just called the fucking police on this nigga in front of his house. You could have got him arrested, thrown him under the bus, and now you thinking about he could cut you off. Now, I mean, you like you could cut him. No, he couldn't. You could cut him off with this video right here. This video, you could be cutting him off. You could be cutting yourself off with this video. See, you didn't think about that. It's all on him now. Oh yeah, he's an asshole. He gonna cut me off. You know what I mean? So it's like you got like real niggas gotta step up and say, dog, you might have to. You might have to, dog. You might like some niggas like this nigga that told the other girl had to go to court and get an order of protection against his baby mama. And she made a video bigging up this shit. Yeah, you might have to be him, but she taking the video, but she ain't got the kids. The kids ain't going through the dumb shit. And not saying that, but this is for real niggas. Like, yo, man, like I would tell niggas, like niggas my age, like in my generation, these is the realest niggas I know. The niggas that we had growing up, our uncles, our pops, them niggas wasn't real like fathers. They might have been real niggas and gangsters, but the niggas that's our age, all these niggas got their kids. All my friends got their kids living with them. All my friends, my male friends, got kids living with them. All them niggas do. And the women dying forever young. That's how that shit gotta be sometimes. Niggas ain't tripping because shit. If you don't cut a motherfucker off, they're gonna ruin you. At a certain stage, a nigga wouldn't be a loving person. He would be stupid. Dog, you be stupid at a certain stage. Like, so I'm just saying, like, look, like we gotta figure out how to do that set fire shit because at a certain stage, you know what I mean? A motherfucker's willing to burn your whole shit down for attention, to be right. To be right. Oh yeah, he gonna cut me off. No, babe. This video right here could cut you off. This video could fuck around and be used in a court of law in the fucking protective services or some shit to have this nigga thrown under the jail. Like this shit is crazy. Like I don't know no massage therapist making $100,000 a year, dog. like niggas get too comfortable living with other motherfuckers' life. That's why I would tell you, like, listen, man, this is a conversation we need to have. Some people need to think about it. And again, the real women, unfortunately, that's like a Christian versus a real spiritual person, or somebody that's getting paid. Like a manipulative person has an ulterior motive. A good person just want to see you. They want the best for you. Hey, I want to see you happy. If this person make you happy, fuck it. They gonna let you go. Not knowing that this motherfucker is manipulative. They willing to go the extra mile. They willing to do whatever they can. Like I said about the J shit, the J Mark, like, I'm sitting here listening to her talk, and you can tell that she is built for that. She's not like an evil person. She is just built for this public shit. She built for that shit. This other girl, Golden, she ain't built for this shit. She's willing to burn this whole shit down. No, this other shit, I think she'd fuck around and walk away and have a check on the side coming in every month for 18 years like a boss. Versus this young girl who's like, oh yeah, he gonna cut me off after you done called the cops. After you done told these motherfuckers all types of lies and all types of fabrications. You done said you was supposed to be here for one reason, and then, like, come on. Like, real niggas gotta let this nigga know, son, you did the most. Salute. You gotta fall back now. You gotta like I tell you, there's nothing wrong with the experimental. Let a nigga live. Love a nigga from a distance. I ain't gonna let you bust your head, but hey, you gotta live, because just imagine if you really could fuck this whole shit up. I'm sure they got a note on their car. If this nigga in jail, who paying a note on your car while you in school working 2 or 3 hours a week? So cool. So somebody paying a note, maybe you paying the house bill, but he paying a note. Like y'all make this shit hard on yourself. Cause y'all could do bad by yourself. You got a bunch of girlfriends that's doing bad and they making it look good. Like, what the fuck? But that's why this is important. Because when you see a nigga bending over backwards, and it's funny, like, I wonder if the girl would have even said that she had a court case tomorrow and a motherfucker got a restraining order on her. I mean, if this case wouldn't have came up. But she's feeling so like this is the new norm, and you see what I'm saying? Where she could just be like, yeah, and who's the order of protection on? Who they want me to be protected against? Like, this is not the 1950s. This ain't fucking Leave It to Beaver and shit. Like, how many niggas you know out here keying cars? That's not shit that niggas doing. Niggas ain't out here slicing motherfucking tires. And thank God she ain't into that shit. Thank God she ain't into that shit. Maybe you give her a brownie on her way to the loony bin, unfortunately. But what the fuck? You gonna sit there and wait for the police to come arrest your baby daddy and then say, oh, he gonna cut me off? Well, he might not have had a choice if you'd have had your way 5 minutes ago. If the coppers would have got him, he might not have had a choice to cut you off because he might have been violated. Like imagine this little young nigga. Pardon me, dog. This little young nigga, not the brightest nigga his whole life, just coming bright. So he got dumb shit over his head. Cool. Nigga say you on paper. You a young nigga, you on paper for some dumb shit that don't even make sense, but you fighting it. This the last thing you need when you on paper. You can get violated. Anything will violate you. You gotta fuck around and tell your motherfucking your parole, your officer when you have police contact. Nigga, if you even got stopped at the light, nigga. If you met a crossing guard, you gotta call these motherfuckers. If you see a motherfucker fireman get a cat out the fucking tree, you gotta call for police contact, and you gonna wait for the cops to come, and then say he could cut me off. No, you could have got him violated and cut yourself off. But nah, we gotta see this shit. We gotta know what the fuck is going on. Because it is no way in the world that half the that that so many women would even be going for this shit unless they are part of the shit. And that's what I'm saying. That's why this gender war ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work with these women fighting over men, hating each other and competing with each other and don't want nobody to have a man in the end. In the end, some of these women don't want nobody to have a man or a happiness or just a family or somebody watching they fucking back when this shit get thick, because it's about to get thick. Y'all niggas bullshit with this gender war and shit. Y'all gonna be out here kidnapped. Y'all gonna be motherfucking donors, reluctant donors. Y'all feeding niggas to the beast because y'all fucking love this white man. Y'all think this white man is going to do something for you. Like that's the dumbest shit. Oh yeah, he want to protect this cracker, the cracker nanny, this white bitch nanny, this da da da. And then as soon as the white man come up, well the nanny, this girl, why don't you say cracker bitch nanny, ho, all this extra shit, white devil. No, because that's not how you really thinking. You just want this nigga to feel the pain. You'll be nice. You'll be politically correct. All this shit. If you arrest him, please. If I can be right, please. Like, this is crazy, man. Somebody, like, yo, you got to encourage the young bro. Sometimes you just got to step back. Step back and show a nigga that, you know what I mean? Like, look, man, maybe you need to see what it's like because this what you could have did. That was reckless. That shit was reckless. That type of shit is reckless. Niggas would say reckless and immature is beyond immature. It's just reckless when you playing with with niggas freedom. This shit is reckless. And then all you can say is, "Oh, he gonna cut me off now." That's a sad thing, bro. That's a sad thing. What else you gonna do? What else can he do? And that's the thing. Like, you a punk bitch if you cut her off. You a pussy if you cut her off. Like, that's terrible. Like, yada. But she could have me paying for lawyers and paying for like, and that's the thing about the baby mama drama and shit. It's like she gonna take the money from the kids for a lawyer. She gonna take the money from the kids to get some to pay somebody to beat you up. You know what I mean? Like all this shit is hurting the motherfucking investment. Women don't. You gotta see the investment. I gotta see the long term and shit. It's gonna have to start with the resistance, dog. It's not a million motherfuckers that's gonna get this shit. That's why I said it. Like, yeah, okay, cool. You see, I'm not mad at niggas, but like, polite don't know what polygamy is for. Polite think polygamy is to get money, so nobody knows what to do with this shit. Niggas is getting together and they not happy. Motherfuckers don't understand that this shit is just about truth and honesty. You gotta scrutinize these motherfuckers. Like, cause again, like, if you not trying to like work on a future, then there's no need to get married. We in the now. There's no need to fuck around and to be responsible. And that's what I'm saying about these dirty dick niggas. Stop being dirty dick. Stop just fucking anything. Raw dicking. But then I'm saying niggas that are fucking troglodyte. So I mean all these niggas can't be helped. And it's I'm saying like a girl that's fucking a dude, he got 3 or 4 baby mamas. She don't give a fuck. She about to be like number 4. She don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like these, like that's what I'm saying too. Like this is the resistance, nigga. A lot of these motherfuckers is outcasts in their own mind. She knows she can't get better than certain shit. That's why we shouldn't even talk about them dumb niggas. But this shit is some shit that's worth talking about because she's supposed to be conscious. This is a nigga that's coming from the mud. He giving her some dumb shit that he could cut off, but she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. Like, this is some important shit. Fuck the dumb nigga, the dumb chick, the desperate chick that get a nigga drunk just to have a baby. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen. Women want kids. That's gonna happen. But this is the case of why you gotta be a fucking boss. Why you gotta know how to be a husband and ask the right questions from the women that you fucking with. Probe these niggas. See what the fuck their mindset is in. Because again, like, it's about responsibility. It ain't just about fucking. Only them dirty dick niggas is getting caught. Them sloppy niggas. Them niggas that ain't never felt the shit before. And forget what the shit feel like. They the only niggas that's getting caught up. And that's why these girls is like, wear a condom. Because you might have been one of them dirty dick niggas. The girls, the real ones, the gods. But that's the shit that we need to talk about. We need to talk about the mindset of motherfuckers that's willing to throw it all away. I could do bad all by myself, ass niggas. That mentality, that's the mentality that's going to kill us all. That's the shit we got to resist. Like a motherfucker will just throw the shit up in your face. And then, like I say, it make you look like you weak for doing the natural thing. Like, obviously, you don't fuck with me. Obviously. Obviously, you might want me. Well, obviously you want me in jail. But you might even want me dead at this moment type of shit. Like, you might want to kill me type of shit. So I can't just step away from you. I'm obviously like, yo, nigga, like, yo, motherfucker say I'm doing too much. You doing too much, my nigga. Some of this shit you doing too much, right? If you're not, like, I tell you about me, right? I had learned that I can't do too much for girls and guys because if they're not used to a certain level of shit, this shit it can hurt them. It can make you sick. Like, certain food will make you sick. Having certain access to certain shit can make you sick, can kill you. You know. So sometimes you give motherfuckers too much of some shit. You know, and sometimes just not they don't get stomach aches. Niggas get headaches. Niggas get psychosis and shit. Cause you giving them too much. But that's you gotta stop right there because she crazy. Sorry. She can get over it though. Crazy is an experience, my nigga. Crazy is the experience. It's a motherfucking. I mean, of course, maybe for some women, like, crazy is an experience, and the symptom of that experience is lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she can get over that. She just gotta snap out of it. How did she snap out of it? By realizing that she could have fucked up her whole shit. How did she realize that shit? By what the moment she fears, oh, he gonna cut me off. The moment she fears, that's all she could think about as the truth. And the moment that she feared, when it all snapped out of it, oh, he gonna cut me off. That should be the truth. And we need women to know some shit like that. We need to see a motherfucker that could lose his whole shit that could possibly cut you off. Not the nigga that's not giving you a fuck, but the nigga that's really doing his best, and you gonna throw it all away and shit. It's a terrible world. It's a terrible motherfucking mentality. So you can't just be fucking everybody. You can't just be dating everybody. Not to say that she can't be experience, and she won't be able to judge the mental. She won't be able to judge her mental from her experience. Not saying that. But there's a point where you gotta realize, like, you can be working for the rest of your life. Working hard, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's possible, my nigga. It's possible that you might miss a meal. You might have to let a nigga miss a meal one time. Some motherfuckers, they leave a nigga, they move to a shelter, not to a fucking Airbnb. I'm sorry. Like, niggas might not fucking respect you. They don't even respect their own parents. They lie to their parents. They don't respect you. You gotta earn that respect. You gotta earn that trust. They gotta earn that through their experience, through their judgmental. Some of this shit, like, niggas don't know how, like I say, like, look, man, look. Like I tell niggas, I'm a VIP, nigga. I am the resistance. I don't want to party with everybody. I don't want to hang with everybody because these niggas is going to slaughter. Okay, cool. I appreciate not having to be them. Some motherfuckers don't appreciate that. They don't know what it's like. They want to be them. Let them go experience it. Let them go find out what it's like to be a Slav, to be a slave, to be a troll, to be a troglodyte. You want to go fucking hang with the cavemen? It's so easy a caveman could do it. Go fucking do it. I tell you, like, yeah, I had to let girls go. Yeah, go. You need to go date a ball player, baby. Go date a football player, a basketball player, cause none of these niggas is living like this. None of these niggas enjoy the life that I have, and they not giving you an abundance like I do. Go try it and go test. I had to do that before. To a motherfucker that don't get it, bought her a dog and told her to enjoy it. But that's sometimes of life, nigga. I'm not gonna change my life. I'm not gonna let you ruin my shit because you don't know that this is not the average. Because you don't know that this ain't a normal experience. You gonna fuck around and make me have to accommodate when I did the work? No. You go find a ball player, a football player, somebody on this level. See if they even this fun, even this sound and mind and spirituality, and then you see if they allow you to fuck around and live like I allow you to live. That's sometimes that's experiencing. That's the experimental. Because you ain't no way in the world you willing to get a motherfucker arrested and then say he gonna cut me off. No, you cut yourself off. You still blaming this nigga for you calling the cops. You probably blaming this nigga for him not getting arrested. He lied to the cops and he had them witnesses some shit. Like, it's a certain point where you cool down when you gotta realize all of this shit was counterproductive. Like I'm saying, like, do the math. What if you would have won? I asked y'all niggas to see the end. What if you would have got what you wanted? What if he would be arrested right now? How much would this be costing you and him? How much would this be taken away from you and him, from you and the kids? But see, that's when it's not your money, when it's not your life, when you just want to be right, when you just want to show a motherfucker how manipulative you can be. Because again, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that women have to be manipulative. That's how they survive. They're the weakest sex. So they're going to make you go out and do what the fuck they say. And if you're not going to do what the fuck they say, she going to show you that I got a brother, he'll whip your ass when I say. I got a cousin, he'll whip your ass when I say. And I got this white man, troglodyte, caveman, police officer, sheriff, that'll come throw your ass under the jail when I say. That's sad. And all you can say is, watch, he gonna cut me off now. This punk motherfucker gonna cut me off now. No, baby, he would be a punk motherfucker if he don't cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because he will be letting you run wild. He wouldn't be giving you the opportunity to experience. Sometimes you gotta be a man and let a motherfucker live their life. Like shit.
I'm not to say that that's not what he gonna do or not what he thinking. He obviously gets this shit. But like I said, I already had this conversation. I told y'all about how sometimes you gotta let a nigga go experience, go live it, go see what's popping, see if these niggas is treating you like this, see if these niggas is buying you shit like this. They not. They not living like this. But like I tell you, like the sad part, unfortunate, is like the role models and shit. They don't have motherfuckers that's living the life. Like that's what I'm saying. Like men, if you out there, you got a girl, she gotta pay some bills. She gotta pay the phone bill, the food, or something. She gotta have at least two bills. I ain't saying she gotta pay the motherfucking mortgage. I ain't saying she gotta pay the majority, but she gotta do something. Because motherfuckers cannot take you for granted in this modern day time. It ain't about life. It ain't about the money. You don't need the money. It's about you need the respect. You need her to know that this shit is coming on time every month. That y'all not sitting around this motherfucker in the dark for a reason. This ain't an accident. Because the motherfucker will say, oh, he gonna cut me off after they call the police on your dumb ass. Just because she didn't get an opportunity to be late on the bill. And that's an important part of life, my nigga. Motherfucking being late on a bill, being late on the phone bill, being late on the gas bill, being late on the motherfucking on the light bill, being in the dark, having lights and shit with candles, having to turn on the motherfucking oven and shit for heat. You stop taking shit for granted. Stop saying, oh, it's because the shit, like, again, the way you acting, there shouldn't even be a thought that a nigga gonna cut you. Nigga, the way you about to put this nigga under jail, he shouldn't be doing nothing for you. The way you acting. You know, and the way you barge in the nigga's house don't seem like you scared of the nigga, so I don't think he been beating you. Niggas know when a motherfucker been beating you. They ain't just running up on niggas and just running up in your house and all this shit. And they know how to manipulate a witness. Because obviously they gonna need something. But no, she ain't scared. It's a terrible situation, man. I just can't let motherfuckers trick you out your motherfucking out your spot, trick you out your freedom and shit. And it's an experiment, man. It's experience. Cause I'm not giving up on these girls, on these women. They are sisters. You know, we love them, like for real. She wanna go back home and be somebody's sister, be somebody's, you know, auntie and shit. Somebody's daughter. Like, so some man somewhere is gonna be responsible for her mentality. And that's the point I'm making, that we are responsible for our women's mentality. You know? Like like that's the difference between the white chicks and the black chicks. The white chicks ain't as pampered and as they a little more hardened. We know that shit. Like Becky a little more hardened. She a little more dusty. Becky shopping at the vintage shops. She a grown ass thrift shopper. Becky is a grown ass troll. She's a bum. You know what I'm saying? She's not expecting too much. Not the average white chick. Not the average troglodyte. But you get these beautiful black women, these soul beings. They know they everything. They know it. And they can't appreciate the shit. That's why you gotta focus on the ones. And you gotta like yo, there's nothing wrong with motherfuckers that been through some shit. That's why you would see our old heads back, like the uncles and the niggas and shit. Grandma might have had kids by different dudes, but she always had a man. Like niggas don't remember that shit. Yeah, grandma might have had different dads and all this shit, but she always kept a man, and that nigga stayed fed, was happy, fighting off niggas.
How many motherfucking young girls want to be grandma now? They don't know what she was doing. Nigga ain't look at her like she was crazy though, cause she was a good woman. By the time she got to this nigga, she had it down pat. This nigga wouldn't go nowhere. It's just us that's about to die alone when you had it all, when the motherfucker could have had it all. But we don't know that, like, and that's the thing, like, that's the thing why you gotta experiment. That's the thing why sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker fly, you know? Cause you don't even know that you fucking this off. You don't even know it. We gotta stop letting the white man be our motherfucking God. Run into this motherfucker. That little nigga on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, you could have got this nigga put on a motherfucking bus back to Buffalo. In shackles. For what? For violation or some dumb shit that didn't even happen. You know what I mean? Like, so we gotta encourage the niggas out here to be niggas. And sometimes you gotta encourage them to do the hard part. Like, yeah, man, sometimes you just gotta do the hard part. Sometimes you just gotta do the hard part. You gotta love a nigga from a distance. Let them experience what it's like. Cause some motherfuckers, some people don't understand what the importance of not lying. like being a liar is not a cool trait, dog. That's not some shit that you want to do. You just don't want to be a liar. You just don't want to do it. But again, a lot of these motherfuckers just want to be right. You just want to be right. You just want to manipulate a nigga, have your way, be in control. Like, that. It's crazy. Like how fucking nutty is this whole conversation? No disrespect because we having it, but this is basically started over some nanny shit. How many of y'all niggas got those problems? Some of us do. But this is the reality. This is the conversation that you need to have about a nigga willing to burn down some shit over nothing. Over this. Of course, this is psycho. This is what I started, right? Okay. Psychoanalyzing everybody, they on the couch. They still on the couch. I get it. Well, at least I'm still on the couch. I get it. But people, what I'm trying to say right here is that she has to stop lying. Women, you have to stop lying. You have to stop falling in love with this fairy tale that you create for yourself. This illusion. This always wanting to be right, always wanting to reinforce this illusion. You're a victim. Somebody did something to you. You gotta stop this shit. And again, everybody, niggas like a damsel in distress. But that's not eternity. Eternity is based on responsibility. Responsibility is we have to be responsible for each other. You can't just be putting our whole fucking shit in jeopardy. Because you want to be right. Because y'all don't want to fuck around and be wrong. And y'all want everything to go your way. But that's why I'm saying sometimes you just need to go and enjoy the shit. Like, don't blame the regular nigga. The regular nigga ain't getting 4 and 5 chicks pregnant. I don't know no niggas that got. I maybe got one or two cousins that got like 4 or 5 baby mamas and shit. But that ain't the average nigga. There's 1 or 2 niggas that we know that's doing that shit, dirty dick shit. So when you find niggas out here busting their ass, and you got multiple girls that got restraining orders on them, it can't be the niggas. Like, I'm telling you, I know so many niggas, not all my friends, I know so many niggas that got their kids.
Peace. Peace. Man, my bad. Shout out to the guy Dane in the building. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Battery died, right? That's what happened. Yeah. I forgot I was on Star today. Did y'all hear me on Star today? They asked me about the Indian stuff. That was trippy. So salutes to everybody there. Checked out the Star show. But yeah, as far as that golden goes, man, I think that that's a really sad case, you know. I hope that she can really listen to herself. You know, like I said, like sometimes and shit, like if you talk long enough, like one, like you can work yourself through the shit. Sometimes like, you might even fuck around and stop lying to yourself, you know? Like, and that's what like she might need to be at. She's at the point where she needs to stop lying to herself. And it's a hard situation, you know? And like the baby mama situation is the hard situation. But you gotta be able to be fucking strong though. You gotta be able to fuck around and just let them experience a possibility of what they want. Like like a nigga might want to be cut off. A nigga might want to struggle. A nigga might want to show you that they don't need you. A nigga might want to show you what they can do. And sometimes you don't really know what you can do until you have to do it, until you're all on your own, until you're fighting by yourself. And that's where some of us are at. Some of us are the resistance. Like you'll do better setting the example. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll do better holding down the fort than to be running out the village and shit every time somebody come up here yelling at the gates. You know, like there is a way. Polygamy is a way. It's like y'all niggas is thinking, dog. My niggas. It ain't marriage. Polygamy is responsibility. That's why you hear tales of people marrying their parents and marrying their mothers and shit like that and their sisters because it's about responsibility. Like we lost that fucking aspect of it. Like we don't understand. Like again, when y'all one each other, like a man is now responsible for this woman. She's now responsible for him. But y'all ain't got to live together. She should live with her family. Real talk. That's who she should live with. She should live with her family and the niggas that really love her. The niggas that's gonna really make sure that she cool. But we live in a rape culture. We live in a culture where everybody is for sale, you know, physically, not the soul, but the physical. So we giving up people, we selling people, we trading people. We start wanting to have and to hold people. Like you can't have a person, you can't hold a nigga, you can't hold a woman and shit, especially a woman. I ain't gonna tell you God is a woman, you gonna hold her, no, nigga. You can fall back and make sure she don't hurt herself. And make sure she don't hurt the other women in the motherfucking in the house. It's gonna be days like that, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like the shit is for real men. This is that's what I was saying when I was on start. I'm like, yo, this is the resistance, nigga. Like this is for real men. This ain't for motherfucking pansies. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for show. It ain't about um looking like you got some women and shit. You know what I mean? It's about fucking being responsible and shit. Like so yeah, man. Like some of niggas just yeah, man. Everybody ain't built for responsibility like that on those levels. If you can handle one woman, that's still big up. Because I'm gonna tell you that a woman is a pet. A woman is a selfless act. You have to be a selfless person, a giving person to really master relationships. That's the only way it's gonna work. You gotta be doing what this nigga doing. Like it gotta like the biggest fear of a motherfucker gotta be, oh he could cut me off. That's why you gotta support this little nigga. I'm sorry. African booty scratcher or not. But this is a case of one to grow on. She gonna have to experiment. She gonna have to see how fucking hard it is in this motherfucking in this white man's world. All this shit that she's talking about, this Caucasoid devil, all this shit, just to call him Mr. Officer. Yeah, but she need to see what it's like when the cop is there to evict her. When the cop is there to make sure her shit comes out the house quickly. Quick. You know what I mean? She needs to see how this shit is on the other side. We just calling no cops for no reason. Like that's the thing. Like, if you are in danger, like that's the real shit. Like, if you're in danger for your life and you need the police, cool. But if y'all sitting there having a conversation waiting for the police to come, like, come on, like, this is just like a referee. It's like a motherfucker in a car accident filing a report for, like, stop it. You don't need this report for a motherfucking to get paid. But you gonna wait there to file a report and you supposed to, like, you're not threatened, you're not nothing. You just fucking around. You just putting your fucking shit in jeopardy. But let this same motherfucker be evicting you. Let this same motherfucker be taking your car, be repossessing your shit after you ain't paid a note. Then he'll be a cracker. He'll be the white man devil again that quick. Like, her whole lot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, you know? Like you gotta be the toughest, baddest motherfucking nigga in the world. You gotta fight everybody. You gotta fight her brothers, her father, her mothers, her sisters. But all they gotta do is call the cops. Like, you gotta watch the mentality. If you know somebody that would do that, you gotta watch them. Cause that's the one motherfucker you can't fight. Definitely don't do it for no fucking domestic shit, for no motherfucking domestic violence shit. Don't be over there fighting no cops for no he say, she say shit. So that's why, again, when I gave you the psychoanalyzation of women, I'm telling you how to avoid all of this, how to put out fires in advance, how to find out a person's temperament. You know, like, and watch and try to avoid people in fairy tales that like to lie habitually. People that lie to themselves. That's the scariest thing. Like I told you about Oprah. Like, Oprah, when people say who they are, believe them. If a nigga say I'm crazy, believe him. Like, nigga might be crazy. He said it. Like, he would know. Who would know but him? And if people always talking about somebody lying, then they probably a liar. It just happens. If that just comes up in regular conversation, okay, this is important. This is a symptom of this conversation. But if people just regular looking for people to be lying and regular just thinking people liars and stuff, that's probably them. And you got to be careful when you're picking these people. You gotta be mindful, man. Because again, like, the last thing you want to do is, you don't want to, like, you fighting a gender war, and you fighting a racial war. You fighting a war for land. You know what I mean? Like, it's like come on, like, again, like, these is conscious people. Like, that's how fucking hard this shit is. You know what I mean? Like, I am the resistance, nigga. No disrespect, but fuck you. Like, not trying to disrespect, but I'm saying, like, this is the shit. Like, I was saying about certain people who be saying this shit but don't believe this shit. Like, cool. How much of this shit do they believe? How much of this shit do they live? You know what I mean? Like, because if your ancestors are telling you to call the police, your ancestors is probably some fucking traitors. I mean, they probably some traitors and some bootlickers. What fucking tribe y'all from where your ancestors is telling you to call the police on niggas? I don't want no ancestors like that. That's what I'm saying. Niggas will use all types of fucking fancy fucking sage cream, burning sage, all types of fucking gold sea moss, dumb shit, and be starting trouble just to call the police, just to pull up a nigga record. No, these the niggas you gotta avoid. These niggas, you gotta stay away from these niggas. Like I tell you, I don't give a fuck what a nigga did. I hope you did something. Don't tell me you trust these motherfuckers that much. You ain't did nothing. But it matters what you did. Yes, it does. But shit, hey, don't trust these motherfuckers. Don't put your life in these niggas' hands. You might have to do some things to see what you can do on your own around this bitch. And some people need to experience that shit. Like I say, you might start thinking these motherfucking, like, again, like black people, we act like we don't like the cops, but black women love the cops. Niggas need to know that. Niggas need to know that. For real, like, you need to know that. Because they will call them on your motherfucking monkey ass in a minute. In a minute. And don't give a fuck who paying for the phone, but like, she will call them on your phone. Call the cops on your phone, nigga. How about that? And have you fuck around and pay for all this shit. Pay for her lawyer, pay for her motherfucking bail, pay for all that shit, nigga. Nah, this is just too much, man. It's just too much. It's enough of this shit. What the fuck do these? You know what I mean? Like, where are the real people that can just say, damn, why don't you just stay away from this nigga? Why don't you just call somebody and ask somebody to help you go get your stuff? Or why don't you just tell them to meet you outside? Why you gotta come in the house and do something like just do something normal? Don't do something aggressive. Don't do something insightful. Stay away from this nigga. But no, some motherfuckers just gotta be right. They don't give a fuck what you. They want it to be their way or the highway. And if it ain't gonna be their way, then the whole shit gonna burn down. And that's irresponsible. And nobody wants to fuck around and say, you're being just a little irresponsible here. And it's like I say, like, and I gotta do this again. Pardon me, Jay. But again, there are two types of women that I would like to use for this conversation. And I can tell you that one is responsible and one is an idiot. Okay, sorry. She's at the idiot stage, is the lower level. But yes, Ernestine is more responsible. You see, like she, like I could, like this is a level. Okay, it's an age. Some people want to play this black royalty shit. Fucking cool. Go ahead, play this game. You want to be uh fucking Marge or some shit, or Leave It to Beaver, whatever. Cool. This other girl though, like she is going to get you arrested and like have you under the bus, have you in jail with no career. When you can have, you could just, you could just fall back. Like those are two people I would like to connect. If somebody know Ernestine, ask Ernestine to reach out to Golden. Excuse me. Like that's real talk. And it's not disrespecting Ernestine, but she's just an older woman that has more class and sophistication and can portray the lie. Because this other girl is out here just making up as she goes along. Like, it don't have no rhyme or no reason to it. She's not even gonna play a part. She's gonna destroy the whole play. She needs to sit down and have a conversation with Ernestine. Real talk. Because I mean, again, like she doesn't know how to behave in public. You know, and again, not to say that even that like again, how important is being right and poor? Like that's what I'm saying, like about responsibility. Like I don't think like I said, like some of the stuff that she's doing right now, when she's older, she will look back and be like, damn, I was young. Damn, I was stupid. It's a lot of ways to do a lot of things. Calling the cops is the last way. On a nigga that got paper. That's on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to ruin your brand is the last thing you want to do. But you might not know what it's like to be evicted. Had that note put on your motherfucking door and shit. You got 2 more days, nigga. Think fast. But that is a stage of life that you might be missing on, and that you might need to experience. Cause I mean, like these ain't broke nigga problems. This shit don't make sense for um for quote unquote conscious people, quote unquote woke people and shit. Like, what kind of woke is this? Like, how woke are you if you can't see that you jeopardizing some shit? Like, if you can't see the forest for the motherfucking trees and shit. If you so short future, so short term sighted. So I mean, Ernestina probably tell her to sit her ass down and stop lying, stop talking so much. That's what Ernestine probably tell her. Girl, you got two, you chilling. Fall back. Don't do that to yourself. Don't play yourself, girl. You got two. I mean, I got one. You got two, girl. Don't play yourself. Don't hurt that man. Don't, I mean, that's what a boss would tell a chick that's potentially a boss, right? Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. You got two. You about to have two checks coming in for 16 years and 18 years. Why would you fuck that up? I think she would. I think she could hear that. I mean, I think Ernestine. I mean, if she could give her a real talk, she could understand something like that maybe. But like some of these, like I say, some of these people they want to do bad by themselves. They just need to experience the lights off one time, the note on the door one time, shit on the sidewalk one time, calling somebody asking them for money and they like no one time. Everybody say no one time. Cause that shit not fair. You know? It's not fair. Like we can't even have girls walking around like this. If we raising girls, cause these are time bombs. These are time bombs. Our young women cannot be time bombs. You know what I mean? Like, we letting motherfucking lit fuses into our homes and shit, into our worlds. We can't be doing that. We have to know who we are, and they have to know. That's what I'm saying. Like we all have to be the resistance. We have to have a higher purpose, a higher plan. We're fighting for something. Like this consciousness, this woke shit, it don't wake you up to homelessness. It must don't. But yeah, man, I don't know. I hope this helps, man. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. And sometimes you gotta let them grow, God. You know, you gotta let them experimental. Sometimes, ladies, you gotta stop lying to yourself. You can do bad all by yourself, but why? Why? Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses.